Hi there, welcome. Now, after all is said and done, what really matters to you is whether a progressive web application can positively impact your business. You see, the technology is known for the developers who build it. There's always been this great disconnect between the people who build the technology and those who actually use it, or those who are most affected by it. A lot of developers, they love their code and they forget that they won't be the ones to use their inventions. And of course, this disconnect has consequences. And you see it playing out more and more in areas such as AI, where people just build themselves stuff without really thinking about the social consequences of these creations. Now, if you're one of those developers and you suffer from this, I'll give you the same advice literary critic Arthur Quiller Koch gave everyone who cared to listen, and that is murder your darlings. Now, I think I digressed there a little bit. So, PWAs, do they actually move the needle for your business? Are there any tangible benefits here? And do they answer your customer needs? And is the technology feasible after all? Does it make sense? And the simple answer to all this is a yes. And in the interest of time, let's start with how progressive web applications solve your customer needs. Because again, that's who the technology is for. He or she is the only person that we care about. And I'm just assuming here, of course, that your business cares about your customer's experience. Now first, here's what we know. This is what anyone who visits a website hates. Users hate delays and unreliability on a mobile. Researchers, in fact, have gone further and compared the stress level caused by mobile delays to watching a horror movie. They found a single website loading delay leads to a 38% increase in heart rate, according to a 2016 Ericsson mobility study. Now, 50% of smartphone users are more likely to use a company's mobile website when browsing or shopping. They simply won't download your native app. 51% of users in the United States, they won't download any apps in a month, and the remaining 49%, on average, they just download just one app. Now, note here that one of the main reasons why people are reluctant to install native apps is the limited storage they usually have on their phones. The good news here is that a progressive web application usually takes less than 1 MB, and smartphone users are more likely to purchase from mobile sites that offer relevant recommendations on products. And 85% of smartphone users say mobile notifications are useful. Okay, so people don't care about your app, at least not as they used to. So what's the conclusion here? They prefer the web, but with a catch. The fellows at Google, they called it FIRE, which simply means that yes, people will come to your website, but they will only stay if it's fast, it's installable, it's reliable, and it's engaging. And this is the primary reason why progressive web applications exist. They simply check all the boxes. Now, we build progressive web applications using modern web APIs to make your site fast, installable, reliable, and engaging. We want to give the users the native mobile experience that they're used to. We accomplish this feat in many ways. For example, we could cache resources and serve them as your business requires, smoothly using a service worker with or without an internet connection, or do predictive prefetching and make a site load in a second and solve reliability issues. And we can also make your website installable for ease of access by customers directly from their home screens or the app launcher. Or we could use the Web Push Notifications API to re-engage the users with personalized content to generate loyalty. Okay, now we know what we offer the real user, but how does this help your business? I know you're asking. And my first question to you is, how do you define business success? Is it user spending more time on your service? Is it reduced bounce rates for your leads? Is it improved conversion rates? Is it more returning visitors? What is it to you? Because once you get clear on what your business needs are or what makes sense to you, then we can roll out a progressive web application based specifically on those needs. So here's what we've established so far. Users prefer a fast website anytime. Slow websites improve stress levels. What does this actually mean for your business? Can speed of a website improve your business? Sure, it can. eBay, for example, they made speed an objective for 2019, and the techniques they used included predictive prefetching, critical path optimizations, and they concluded that for every 100 milliseconds improvement in search page load time, add to cart increased by 0.5%. Okay, so how about an installable website? Well, you would want your website to be installable if you want to make it easier for people to come back to your website. Now, with a progressive web application, that's a one-click process. Usually with a native app, that's a number of steps just to have it running. The user here can launch a PWA in one click and a standalone experience, just like a native app from the icon on their screens. Now, the people who install your progressive web application are more likely to be your most engaged users, and you want to give them a better experience and make it easier for them. Now, of course, you can track all this data, including the number of people who are installing your app, their behavior, and whether they convert or not. And what could a reliable website do for you? What if bad internet or no internet at all wasn't a problem? How would that impact your business? Maybe you serve more customers who use mobile data packages on those with poor Wi-Fi connections. The Chrome Dino game, for example, is offered when a user is offline and is played more than 270 million times a month. And what will you do with an application that gives you offline capabilities? Will you offer a single page with a business message or a fully immersive experience? Will you provide access to tickets or onboarding passes? Will you offer offline shopping, call center information, articles, recent viewed pages? You can get creative here, of course, depending on your business needs. And then you can go off and measure how this is impacting your business. And what will your business do with push notifications? For example, Carrefour, they multiply their conversion rate by 4.5 simply by re-engaging users with abandoned carts. Okay, so if you don't remember anything from all the information above, I just want you to remember this. Progressive web applications are modern websites that benefit from the massive reach of the web, combining all the user-friendly features that we love in iOS and Android. And you can implement everything independently based on your business specifications and priorities. Maybe you don't have to rebuild the entire website like what the weather company did. You can start, for example, with a single feature, because this way you get to test and learn what works and what doesn't. So again, I will leave you with the same question. What does business success mean to you? Because once we get clear on that, then we can decide on the strategy. Is it going to be a single feature, a single version, or a build from the ground up? And that's a conversation that we can have. And with that, thanks for watching.